said, don't trust nobody. You watch all your mirrors, and you watch that ground on these job sites. You trust no one. Even though he helping me out, I trust no one. On this video, that means you're interested in a mixer truck driver day in the life. So here I am. I'm gonna give y'all a look into my world and what it's like to be a mixer truck driver. I'm located in the Atlanta area, drive for USA Ready Mix, and we're on our, what we got? 10 yards of concrete. Going to the job site right now, and we're gonna pour it out. We're gonna show y'all how it's done. But if y'all are interested in being a mixer truck driver and you got your CDLs, you should definitely do it. It's a great way to move around and see your hometown. You think you know your hometown, you really don't know your hometown. I'm telling you. When I started driving mixer trucks, man, I started seeing parts of Atlanta that I've never seen. So it's a great way to just get a scope, a bird's eye view of your home city and see what's going on, see what's being built, and you can be able to take pride knowing that you laid the concrete that built that foundation. I'll be driving by storage units, apartment complex, residential homes, and I'll be like, I poured the concrete for that right there. But it's definitely laid back. It's not taxing on you at all. I mean, all you're doing is just delivering that mud is what we call it, delivering that mud. Get to the job site, deliver that mud, go back to your plant, get another load, and you keep doing it. So it's the first job of the day for me right now. I'm heading down 20, and we're gonna deliver this 10 yards. I've got what kind of slump I got on me? I got the job calls for a 4 slump, which is a little tight mix of concrete. But I made it I put it on a 5 slump, which make it a little loose. That way by the time I get there, it'll be just right. Being a mixer truck driver, you have to play with the concrete, knowing your different slumps. So the lower the number of the slump, the tighter the concrete is. The higher the number of the slump, the wetter the concrete is, the more loose it is. So like when you're doing like a curb job, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna call for like a 2 or 3 slump, which is the concrete's pretty much dry. That way they can run it through the machine and it can be real firm. Now if they're doing like a slab, and it's being pumped through like a pump truck, they want the concrete on a 6, so they'll pour you out on like a 6 slump. So you're real wet. And then you're doing like a driveway, what you got, sidewalk. That's usually around a 5 slump. And most times you're gonna be on a 5 slump for most of your job. That's what the finishers them like to work with. Finishers are the guys that's working with the concrete, pulling it, putting it in its proper place. Sometimes you gotta pull up into a driveway and with all your chutes on, you probably can't reach all the way back there from the truck, so they gotta pull that concrete to put it where they want to put it. So they'll normally have to wet the concrete up put it on like a very high slump. That way they can pull it real easy to put it where they want to put it. But apart from that, once you learn your slump at this gig, man, it's laid back. You know, there's definitely pros and cons. Come on, what are you doing? Idiot. I never understood people that's merging and they take forever to merge onto the highway. You do realize you can speed up. Golly, man. Why you be merging on acting like it's Sunday, like you just ain't got no, come on, I gave you room. That's another thing with being a mixer truck driver. These trucks are completely different than any other thing you're gonna drive. They're so top heavy, so you got to be careful. Safety is the #1 priority driving a mixer truck because they're so top heavy. You can't be going around corners fast. And for most people, they're like, yeah, I know that. No, you don't understand. You want to take turns in a mixer truck fully loaded with 10 yards of concrete like I am. With I take turns at under 15 miles an hour. So 10 to 12 miles an hour is the best speed to take a turn in one of these trucks. Especially, I'm talking about like 45, 90 degree turns and you're fully loaded. 10 to 12 miles an hour max. Got some traffic here. 20 is always backed up here in Atlanta. All my truck drivers that come through Atlanta coming through 20, they know. Yeah, these trucks are so top heavy, man. You got to be careful, bro. Turn those off. You got to be careful. You can't drive these like it's a box truck. You know, we've got a guy that just recently, not too long ago, probably about 4 to 5 months ago, rolled one of these trucks over. Granted, it wasn't his fault. You know, he was backing up into a residential home, and he kept backing up, and he fell into a septic tank. We rose 68,000 pounds. Going up a little hill here, so make sure that mud back there, must speed the drum up just a little bit. There we go. Just to keep that mud inside that drum. So on your drum on the mixer truck, of course, it's controlled. Revolutions. The slower the drum goes, of course, the less momentum it has to keep the concrete in the drum. The higher revolution the drum goes, the more it's going to push that load forward in the head of the drum, which is what you want when you're going up hills. If you're real dry, if you put in a 4 slump, 3 slump, like I said, those are a dry mix. You can keep your drum rolling real slow, go up hills, no problem. But if you're hauling a 6 slump, and you're wet, and you're going up a steep hill, you want to max that drum out. Like now, I reached the apex of that. I'm gonna slow her down some. There we go. Keep her right there. You reach the apex of the hill, slow your drum back down, and you keep a steady revolution. You don't want to have your drum running too fast all the way to the job site, because what's happening is you're creating friction, which is creating heat, which is going to heat that concrete up. Like I tell people all the time, you know, this concrete, it's alive. Once that concrete from the plant gets dropped onto your truck, it's a live, breathing entity. It always want to go to its solid state of form. That's what it always trying to do. It always trying to go to a solid state of form. So you got to have enough insight and knowledge to know how far you're going, how much water to put in there, and stay within the slump number that the contractors then want. So you're always playing this game with the concrete. You know, so if they want it, well, if I get to the job site because they call for 4, and this is a 4, when I leave the plant, I'm gonna leave the plant about right here. So with route and everything, the time it takes me to get there, and the revolution or the spinning of that drum, by the time I get there, she's gonna be like this. which is right within the fort. So this is the game you're playing as a mixer truck driver. You know, it's managing that mud. It's alive. You know what I'm saying? The more water you give it, the more she alive. The less water you give it, she going dead. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it's gonna happen to you. You're gonna be in situations where that mud is gonna go dead on you. You can't do nothing with it. You know, you're gonna have to get your drum chipped out, all of that. It happens. It happens to the best of us. But some mix are just real sticky. A mix, so it sticks to your drum and it gets hot quick. And you always use up your water on your truck. And it's always a mess. So on those loads, you can't be shy with the water when you're watering it down. Before you leave a plant, just however much water you think you need, add more. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Make sure that mud back there doing good. We're almost to the job site. We're about 5 minutes away. And that's another thing is when it comes to safety, being a mixer truck driver, is these job sites, you don't trust nobody. Nobody. You trust no one. You trust yourself, your instinct, and your knowledge. Make sure you pay attention to that job. Somebody might tell you back up, come on, keep backing. And there's a ditch over there somewhere, and you might fall right through it. Them folk don't care about you in this truck. They don't care about your job. All they care about is getting that mud. And they'll risk you to get that mud. So if you pull up on the job site and you ain't safe, hey, I can't do it big time. You gotta figure out another way. No sirski. Come on, Beamer. There you go. Trying to get over now. Nice and smooth. When you drive one of these trucks, no radical movement. You know? You're driving a mixer truck and you don't like bugs, ride with your window up. You know, springtime, summertime coming, a damn bee or a wasp fly in here and you fully loaded and up. No ass going over. I'm telling you right now. Ride with your windows up until you get comfortable. Anything that can make you jerk, you don't want none of that. Operating one of these. So about 5 minutes, we're gonna see what kind of job we're pouring out. I don't know, it didn't say on the ticket what we got, whether it's a driveway or pump. You don't know until you really get there. So like I said, it's right off 20, so that's good. I'm working out of the Lithonia plant today. There's an exit right here, 63. Flat Shoals Road. Also, your chute. You always want to keep a sight of your chute. The chute's what your concrete come out of. There's been times, I've been guilty, there's been times where I've had my chute down and I'm riding and I'm on a wet slump, 6, 7, and boy, I'll be spilling concrete on that street. When I first started, nervous. So now I'm in the rhythm. If you notice, I'm always looking to the right. That means I'm always watching my chute. Some guys, they're so good, they'll just hop in and they'll ride and they'll never check their chute till they get to the job site. I'm not one of those guys. I gotta be checking my chute every couple of seconds. Well, I'm paranoid. If I see a drip coming out that thing and I keep it level, that way, if anything should come from the drum, it will sit in that chute. So here we go right here. Road work, is that for me? Is that me? It says I'm around the corner here. Oh, I see some people outside. Look like we're doing a sidewalk. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, look. Let's see if that's me right there. No, that ain't me. Can't be me. Nah, that looks like alright, big time, I'm coming through. That's construction, but that ain't me. You're gonna have a hard time finding some jobs, and for the most part, it's straightforward. That's I see a dump truck going down there, so they're doing some form of, is it in there? Let's see. Follow the dump truck. Okay, I see some construction trucks. So it looks like it's down here. Oh yeah, we found it. We found it.
Hey, Maud, can you send the registration down for this truck? You got it up there.
Okay.
You want the University of Miami or you want the University of Florida? It's going to be an upcharge on because you're getting universities, man. Got that new one out there. I'd rather have Miami Heat. Nah, I take that.
Well, it's lunchtime. Them guys eating good. Wish I could get me something to eat. This is always nice when you get an escort. I appreciate you, big time. You don't gotta run, big time. You don't gotta run. We good. Okay. And back in. So he just let me know. Pull in and then, man, these boys building up apartment complexes. This is what I'm talking about. Yo, if you want to get into real estate, mix a truck in his where it's at, cause you gonna see some projects, boy. Let me see where I'm going. You wanna go? Just trying to be courteous to this guy, cause he's in a let me see, I don't really know where I'm going. Oh, I see him now. I see you big time. I see you. Remember what I said, don't trust nobody. You watch all your mirrors, and you watch that ground on these job sites. You trust no one. Even though he helping me out, I trust no one. This is I still don't know where I'm back into yet. Gotta watch out for that. Right there. Man, where we going, big? Woo! Okay. Like I said, you do something new every time. Alright. Okay, I see a pump truck. So it's gonna be a pump job. But the problem is, there we go. I see him. The other truck made it easier for me because I can see his tire tracks. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go right in his tire track. Right in this tire truck, just like that there. Come on. Pop that shoe for him. Oh, you like that there?
Mix it up.
Alright. I'll mix him up for you. Should start coming out now. There we go. Oh, that's perfect mud right there. See that? That's how you know you're doing your job right. That right there is a 4. That's what they want. That's what he got. But I left on a 5. Another thing about being a mixer truck driver, I just thought about it, is it opens you up to other career fields that you didn't know about. Like for instance, being a pump truck driver. I didn't know what a pump truck was until I started driving mixer truck. And these guys get paid more than us. $31 to $32. And then the further out west you go, those guys are getting 40, 45. I always keep a safe distance, because that pipe right there, it can blow out. That's some serious amount of PSI coming through them pipes. I'm gonna raise this back up. It looks like man said he done. Oh man, come on, big time.
We need to get some of this shit on the top. Hold on, man. I might got there.
What you gonna do? Man said he done.
Oh, let me get some of this shit on the top.
Oh yeah, you probably can use that for your sample, big time.
Yes, my job is, I gotta drop this shit, keep it up.
How many jobs you got today?
This is the second one, so I'm
The
done,
second
man.
one, you done? Yeah. This is my first and last. This is my first and last, big time. So just like that, we done. Just wet it up, make it get loose. But we done. I don't think I got much more. I'm gonna dump this out, and that's it. I want to thank y'all again for tuning in, and that's it. Just gonna get off on out of here, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. If y'all like this, but that's the job of being a mixer truck driver. There ain't nothing to it. Y'all got any questions, just hit them in the comments. Thank y'all, appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.